The obvious question is, did the Los Angeles Rams overpay for Matthew Stafford?
I think so.
Will Matt Stafford and the Rams go to a Super Bowl?
No.
So what you're saying is Jared Goff will take the Rams to more Super Bowls.
By the way, I can see a situation where Stafford plays out of his mind for the first 6 or 7 games next year, and the Rams start like 4-2, 5-2, all that kind of stuff, and eventually, I mean, it's going to end the same way as it's ended for the Rams for the past 3-4 years. They finish 10-6. They go to the playoffs. They can't compete with a team with a real a real elite quarterback.
For Stafford to make him a top 10, maybe top 5 quarterback now.
The Stafford stuff's getting out of control. Like, people are losing their minds over Matthew Stafford, despite a decade of play where he has never been even remotely in that ballpark. The projection involved in getting Matthew Stafford to number 4 in the NFL is mind-bending.
Now, or do you want to keep going?
No, do it now. Ranting? Do it now, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Matt Stafford or Derek Carr?
Carr.
Matt Stafford or Lamar Jackson?
Jackson.
Mayfield.
You didn't ask me Jimmy Garoppolo. If I'm choosing between those quarterbacks in the 49ers offense or Matt Stafford in the Rams offense, I think I'd take the 49ers.
Can these teams make a Super Bowl run? The Rams?
Reluctantly, yes. Oh, they're finding all these edges where, this might look really freaking stupid to trade 2 first-round picks in your starting quarterback for Matt Stafford because Matt Stafford's a coach killer. But it's actually really smart. All this bullshit that we had to listen to about why the Rams are doing it different. No, the Rams are doing it stupidly.
And if you weren't expecting Matt Stafford to get hurt, like what league have you been watching for the past 10 years?
Did you think that you left his injuries in Detroit? We could be just like, overreacting to a few games, but this is the Rams. Whenever they've placed a team that is any good, they just can't win. And
this is why you traded the 2 first-round picks for him. And if anything, he's heading in the opposite direction. And this is the 4th, 5th time in his career that we are talking about a run where, Stafford's different now. Somebody's fixed him. Somebody's unlocked this new stratosphere of Matthew Stafford play.
We knew that the Rams are capable of beating anybody. We've seen that this year. Their high end is as good as anybody in the NFL, and nobody's ever questioned that. Is Stafford going to be able to get out of his own way for long enough to enable that to happen?
As much as the Rams won this game, the Bengals lost it.
You needed OBJ down the stretch, and you needed Stafford, obviously, to go on this playoff run.
I went and listened to our daily podcast reacting to the Matthew Stafford trade from a year ago. More than a year ago now, to find out what we said. How off were we, right, based off the fact that Stafford should have won a Super Bowl ring.
What did we do?
We actually didn't. It was measured. It was reasonable.